my beautiful fragrance family. Dustin here, fragrance fan. Before we get started, go ahead and do me a solid and click that like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notification so you get notified every time I post some new content, because I'm going to keep these cheapy videos coming out, budget friendly, $40-ish and under. And for those of you who already support, thank you guys so much for helping me do this, because I'm going to keep these videos coming. And the one that I'm talking about today, you find at a rack store like you do many of these fragrances I talk about. It's fairly new, and it's super cheap, $10 for 50 ml. And I'm talking about Playboy Make the Cover. I always say don't pick them up by the cap. You kind of can't help it with this one because that's the way the bottle is designed. The whole thing is a cap basically. So it just slides right out of there. Typical, nothing special, it's blue bottle. And the atomizer is an average atomizer, it ain't too bad. But what's the juice got to say for itself? So you're gonna get some citrus, definitely getting some ambroxan, definitely getting some kind of sweet fruits in there, and some tonka bean for a little bit of creaminess, and you're gonna kind of get your typical blue feel. That fragrance that just kind of works throughout the year. Maybe not the best in the real high heat, but it'll do just fine in the summertime. It's going to do just fine in the spring, in the fall, in the office. It's a dumb reach type of fragrance. It just works. Now, saying all that, and it does smell pleasing. It's ultra synthetic, so it might not be right for some people, and it's super redundant. If you got some other blue fragrances in your collection, this smells a lot like Perry Ellis 360 Blue to me, and also Fecundable Royale. If you look, the color of the bottle is almost identical. And this is a great fragrance. It's a little sweeter than this one. I'll do a full review on that in a future time, but right now we're talking about Playboy Make the Cover. Performance on this is right at the average range. You get about 5 hours, which isn't bad for a $10 fragrance, but it's not groundbreaking in any way, shape, or form. So I can't really give it a high rating. I can't really go above a 5. Maybe it's just me because I got so many fragrances that smell similar to this, and if this was my first one in the collection, it might be a little higher than that. Again, a 5 isn't a bad rating. 5 is just an average smelling fragrance where you're going to smell better than the average person that isn't wearing a fragrance. So with all that, that's what I have to say about Playboy Make the Cover. It's $10. If you don't have a bunch of blues in your fragrance collection, this one will work. Some people compare this to Sauvage. The only thing that I get in common with this and Sauvage is that ambroxan note, because I'm not getting a whole bunch of like that woodsy type thing and that bright citrus that Sauvage has. It doesn't have that. It's got some bergamot and citrus, but it's real chilled out. It's kind of undertoned by the tonka and the ambroxan and stuff like that. So that's not what the forerunner in this is. To me, it's more the fruitiness and things like that. But regardless, ambroxan style blue fragrance for $10. So if you don't have a bunch of blues, this might be your ticket. And that's what I got to say about this one. With that, I'm out. Playboy Make the Cover. Y'all be blessed. Take care of yourself always. And until next time.